Humanity sometimes manifests itself in extraordinary forms, defying the laws of biology and physics. This panorama explores 10 exceptional life paths where resilience and physical singularity redefine our understanding of fundamental human capacities. Number 10. Carmen and Lupita Andrade, the complex harmony of biological duality. Born in Mexico and residing in the United States, Carmen and Lupita Andrade represent one of the most documented and fascinating cases of omphalopagus conjoined twinning. Anatomically joined at the torso, they share a complex circulatory, hepatic and reproductive system, while maintaining distinct vital organs such as the heart, lungs, and stomach. Beyond the permanent physiological challenge of coordinating a single body for two minds, the Andrade sisters have succeeded in cultivating radically independent psychological and social identities. Carmen recently crossed a major societal milestone by getting married, while Lupita affirms an aromantic identity, illustrating an exemplary management of individual autonomy within a physical fusion. Their use of social media to destigmatize their condition demonstrates exceptional maturity and a will to educate the public on human diversity, transforming their biological reality into a powerful message of tolerance, resilience, and dignity in the face of the often intrusive questions of the outside world. Number 9. Abu Tahir, electrical bioconductivity and the mystery of saline skin. The case of the young Indian boy Abu Tahir has captivated the scientific community and the general public with his apparent ability to act as a surprising organic electrical conductor. Capable of lighting rechargeable LED bulbs through simple skin contact without any external power source, Tahir appears to possess unusually low galvanic skin resistance. Experts postulate that this exceptional conductivity is directly correlated to a high saline concentration in his sweat, transforming his epidermis into an effective electrolytic bridge to close an electrical circuit instantaneously. Although this phenomenon may seem supernatural or like fiction, it falls within the fundamental laws of biological physics, where the human body serves as a low-intensity conductor under specific conditions. Despite the global virality of his story, the young boy maintains an attitude full of modesty, categorically refusing to turn this peculiarity into a lucrative commercial spectacle. His case offers a unique perspective on individual biochemical variations and reminds us that science often finds rational explanations for the most surprising manifestations of human biology, while highlighting the crucial importance of ionic conductivity in our own daily metabolic makeup, opening fascinating debates on the energy potential of the human body. Number 8. Nadia Lauricella, the reconstruction of identity through the aesthetics of sport. Nadia Lauricella, originally from Sicily, embodies a total psychological and physical victory over phocomelia, a rare congenital malformation characterized by the absence or incomplete development of the upper and lower limbs. Born without arms and with partially formed lower limbs, Nadia transformed a condition initially perceived as an insurmountable limitation into a powerful vehicle for empowerment and international social reach. By integrating the demanding world of high-level fitness and bodybuilding, she openly defies prejudices regarding physical capacity and redefines contemporary aesthetic standards with remarkable audacity. Her massive influence on digital platforms is not only the result of her athletic silhouette sculpted by effort, but also of her profound discourse on self-acceptance and the absolute sovereignty of the body in the face of the gaze of others. Nadia proves that true strength lies less in the structural integrity of limbs than in the mental determination to carve one's own destiny with fervor. She uses her image to promote a philosophy of life where adversity becomes the raw material for a brilliant success, inspiring millions of people to honor their own uniqueness beyond the artificial standards of physical perfection, while actively preparing for her first professional competitions to fly the colors of inclusion. Number 7. Chandra Bahadur Dangui. The greatness of a life on a miniature scale. Chandra Bahadur Dangui made history as the shortest human being ever recorded, with a height of only 54.6 centimeters. Afflicted with primordial dwarfism, a rare form of limited growth that maintains harmonious body proportions, he lived most of his life in anonymity in the mountains of Nepal before achieving late global fame. His exceptional longevity, living to the age of 75, defies the medical statistics often associated with his condition, testifying to a robust physical constitution and a resilient way of life. His recognition by Guinness World Records transformed his existence, allowing him to become an ambassador for cultural and biological diversity. Dangui was able to navigate the logistical challenges of a world sized for giants through his own will for independence. His life illustrates a fundamental truth. An individual's impact on the world is not correlated to their physical stature. He remains an icon of courage, reminding us that strength of character and optimism can transcend the barriers of physical marginality to touch the global collective imagination. Number 6. Li Hua. The surgical prowess of regained verticality. Known worldwide as the Folded Man, Li Hua suffered for nearly 30 years from extreme ankylosing spondylitis, an autoimmune disease causing the complete and irreversible fusion of the spine in a 90-degree flexed position. His daily life had become a permanent agony, his face literally pressed against his own chest, drastically limiting his respiratory, digestive, and visual functions. His spectacular recovery in 2020, thanks to a series of 4 highly complex and risky surgical interventions conducted at Shenzhen University, represents one of the technological pinnacles of contemporary orthopedic surgery. Specialists had to break, reposition, and reconstruct his skeleton segment to allow him to finally regain an upright posture. This unprecedented physical rebirth is coupled with an immense psychological victory, as Li Hua regained the fundamental ability to look his interlocutors straight in the eye. His exemplary journey is an invaluable source of hope for millions of patients suffering from chronic spinal pathologies, demonstrating with force that even in the most desperate clinical situations, the alliance of surgical medical audacity and human will can restore mobility and dignity to an existence once shattered by disease, offering a second breath of unexpected life. Number 5. Patrick Hardison. The new frontier of reconstructive facial transplantation. A former volunteer firefighter, tragically disfigured during a heroic intervention in 2001, Patrick Hardison was the recipient of one of the most extensive and sophisticated facial transplants in the history of modern medicine. After 14 years of intense physical suffering and profound social isolation, the 26-hour marathon surgical intervention, led by Dr. Eduardo Rodriguez, restored his entire face, including eyelids, ears, and vital sensory functions. This major technological feat, integrating 3D imaging and unprecedented multidisciplinary surgical coordination, goes far beyond the framework of simple plastic reconstruction to touch upon the fundamental restoration of human identity. Patrick's post-operative journey, marked by a successful biological integration of the new facial architecture from a generous donor, highlights the lightning progress in immunology and vascular microsurgery. His resilience in the face of the initial devastating trauma and his exemplary courage in the face of a highly experimental operation make him a global symbol of science's victory over personal tragedy. His story illustrates how medical innovation can repair the most atrocious consequences of duty and offer a second chance at a full social life, while opening the way to new, vital transplantation techniques. Number 4. David Aguilar. Creative engineering at the service of autonomy. Born with agenesis of the right arm due to Poland syndrome, David Aguilar transformed his congenital disability into a world-renowned technological innovation laboratory. By using his exceptional self-taught skills in engineering and his devouring passion for Lego bricks, he designed a series of fully functional and articulated robotic prostheses known under the name MK, capable of performing complex fine grip movements. What began as a simple childhood game became a masterly demonstration of how accessible and modular technologies can compensate for the shortcomings of traditional medical devices, which are often inaccessible because they are too expensive. Today, a brilliant bioengineering student, Aguilar uses his media fame to actively promote democratized prosthetic solutions and inspire young people born with physical differences. His approach revolutionizes the global perception of disability, no longer as a suffered deprivation, but as a powerful catalyst for creativity, resilience, and technical intelligence. He embodies a new generation of philanthropic inventors who do not settle for waiting for institutional solutions, but build them themselves, brick by brick, thus redefining the boundaries between play and functional rehabilitation, while proposing a fairer economic model for the prosthetics of tomorrow. Number 3. Radhakrishnan Velu. Biomechanical mastery of mandibular force. Radhakrishnan Velu, nicknamed King Tooth, is an emblematic figure of extreme physical strength, holding world records for having pulled massive railway loads using only his teeth. This phenomenal capacity does not stem from a simple structural anomaly, but from a profound synergy between specific muscle training and mental concentration techniques derived from ancestral traditions. By mobilizing convoys exceeding 260 tons, Velu demonstrates an exceptional resistance of periodontal tissues and the temporomandibular joint, defying the usual limits of human physiology. Beyond the spectacular aspect of his performances, he uses his fame to support social causes, transforming his demonstrations of raw power into levers for humanitarian awareness. His case interests researchers in kinetics and biological material resistance, as it illustrates how the human body, when subjected to rigorous discipline and absolute mental focus, can produce results that seem to border on the superhuman, reminding us that our physical potential is often well above our limiting beliefs. Number 2. Sultan Kösen. The monumental challenges of pituitary gigantism. Sultan Kösen, originally from Turkey, is globally recognized as the tallest living man in contemporary history, culminating at a dizzying height of 251 centimeters. His exceptional stature results from a pituitary adenoma, a tumor that caused an oversecretion of growth hormones, leading to gigantism associated with acromegaly. This condition, while granting him international notoriety via Guinness World Records, imposes extreme physical and logistical constraints, affecting his mobility and requiring adapted infrastructures far beyond the norm, such as custom-made cars or clothes. Thanks to advances in modern medicine, notably gamma knife radiosurgery successfully performed at the University of Virginia, his growth was able to be definitively stabilized, thus preserving his vital functions in the long term. Despite health trials, joint pain, and integration difficulties in a world designed for much smaller ergonomic standards, Sultan has embraced his status as a global icon with great humility. His journey illustrates the fragility of human endocrine balance and the strength of character necessary to navigate a society where the extraordinary becomes a daily obstacle to normality, making him a true ambassador for perseverance and a symbol of global anatomical diversity. Number 11. Unexpected case. The girl with reversed feet. Resilience in the face of orthopedic exclusion. The story of this 13-year-old girl, born with a severe orthopedic malformation where her feet are oriented backwards, is a poignant testimony to global disparities in healthcare. Beyond the biomechanical challenge this condition represents, her narrative highlights the societal pressure and violent cultural prejudices linked to disability in certain regions of the globe. Despite threats of abandonment and social exclusion, the perseverance of her parents to obtain initial care demonstrates the importance of family support. The interruption of her medical treatment for economic reasons underscores the vulnerability of patients suffering from rare pathologies requiring complex and repeated surgical interventions. However, the intelligence and aspiration of this child for education serve as a reminder that intellectual potential remains intact despite physical failings. Her case is a call for international solidarity and the implementation of accessible orthopedic infrastructures, proving that human dignity should never be dictated by the ability to walk, but by the intrinsic value of each individual. These 10 stories bear witness to the incredible diversity of the human condition. Between biological challenges and medical prowess, these individuals remind us that singularity is a strength. Their courage in the face of adversity remains a source of universal inspiration for all.